All right, welcome back, everybody, to the Blake Builder Show. Today, I am very honored to have Benjamin Holmgren on the show. Benjamin and I met a couple years ago back at the Vegas Home Builder Show and have stayed connected ever since. Benjamin is the Chief Customer Officer at BuildWitt. So number one question, what the heck is BuildWitt?
Well, first, Blake, thanks for having me on. Much appreciated. I'm excited to catch up with you. It's been too long and looking forward to it. So thanks for having me. BuildWitt is a media services and software company that's focused on what we lovingly call the dirt world. And the dirt world is excavation, mining, demolition, asphalt, infrastructure, people who build things in the dirt. And so we are laser focused on the dirt world. So all of our services like recruiting, marketing services, that sort of thing, that's all focused on dirt. Our media, so photo, video, we do that for customers, for big contractors. That's all focused on dirt contractors. Our software, that's sort of a new arm of the business. That's all focused on dirt contractors as well. So all of our solutions are focused on dirt contractors in the dirt world, but it's also, everything is focused around people in the dirt world. There's plenty of software companies, there's plenty of media companies, plenty of marketing companies that are there to tout the business. We're there to tout the people. We're there to promote the people and tell the stories of the industry, of the actual people that are doing it, from the boss to the labor and everybody in between.
How long has BuildWitt been around, and who's the owner? I know I follow him on social media, but I'll let you give a little introduction about who he is and how he got started, how long the business has been around, how you guys have grown in the last year is unbelievable too.
Yeah, you bet. So if you see him on social media, you'll see Aaron Witt, the Chief Dirt Nerd, and he's kicking around on social. He's got a pretty strong following. He started BuildWitt 4 years ago, and then we've gone from 4 years ago. He was shooting video or taking pictures on job sites, and now we're 80 something people 4 years in, and we're growing.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's great. Yeah, I feel like every time I hop on a social media platform, I see, well, either you or him. So it's been really cool to see how he's, I feel like him, I know it's the whole team, but how he's grown the business really. And I just one of the main reasons I wanted to hop on with you is just to bring awareness of what BuildWitt is. And we have a lot of, we work with some very big dirt companies here in Lincoln, Nebraska, and introduce them to you guys, what you guys do. And it'd be neat to eventually have, I'm pretty close with the vice president of that specific company that I'm referring to, have him hook up with you guys and see what you guys would be able to work out together.
Love it.
So tell us, is there any other competition with you guys of BuildWitt? Are you the only one in that world? Do you have competition really?
It's funny. That's a great question. It's funny. We've just been thinking through this, talking about it internally quite a bit lately. We are huge fans of this idea called conscious capitalism. Mm-hmm. And if you've ever looked into companies like Whole Foods, the Container Store, plenty of other companies out there, they subscribe or almost invented this idea of conscious capitalism. And the whole idea is, how do you look for not just win-wins, but how do you run your business that's based on a mission that creates triple wins, quadruple wins, 5 wins at a time. So the customer wins, the company wins, the bottom line wins, the employees at the company win, the vendors win. Mm-hmm. That's what we're really after. We're trying to make the dirt world a better place. That's our mission. It's in neon on our wall at the office. It's something we talk about every day. There's not a day that goes by that somebody's not talking about, how does this make the dirt world a better place? And so when it comes to competition, is there other companies that are taking pictures of equipment? Absolutely. Is there other software companies? Absolutely. Is there other companies that can build websites for dirt businesses? Absolutely.
But you
But
guys
the
have
thing
it
is,
all.
we're well, and we're not worried about it. We actually support that. We're excited about that because it's bringing more awareness to the industry.
Mhm.
Whether we build somebody's website or somebody else builds and improves a dirt company's website is more or less irrelevant. We want the dirt world to be better. We want the dirt world, the whole industry to have more exposure. We need people more than ever before,
Yep.
and we need people to know about this industry. And so it's way less about, oh, who's our competition. We spend exactly zero time looking at what other companies are doing, what other software companies are doing, what other, like, we want to learn, of course, but we spend no time. I was just in our leadership meeting this morning, not a single mention of what other companies are doing, because we are obsessed with how do we help make the dirt world a better place.
Mhm.
And if other companies are going to come along, we want to figure out how to bring them in and get them on our team, get us all rowing in the same direction. We're not so arrogant as to think that we can come in and change this whole thing by ourselves. We need all the people, all the money, all the exposure, all the resources we can get if we're going to truly change the direction that the industry is going, and change these workforce problems and change the issues in the industry. Like, we need all the help we can get. So
Right.
the short answer is, I don't think so. I don't
Right.
think we have competition, because that's not what we're in it for. We're here to accomplish the mission. And of course we need to make money. Of course we need to offer products and services just like anybody else,
Yep.
but it's not how we're coming at it.
Yeah. So how often, so you're located up in Washington, you said, or?
Yeah. Yep.
So you work from home, travel. What's your day-to-day look like for BuildWitt? What do you do every day? What's your
Yeah. Yeah. That's my wife asks the same questions. So you got it. So we're based in Nashville. I live up in the total opposite corner of the country. I travel to Nashville once a month or so, every couple of weeks. I'm down there, it seems like, for different meetings, events, and things. But let me back up. I'll answer your question about the role. I'm the Chief Customer Officer. And what that means is we have a marketing team that's marketing all these things that I described, our software products, our services. Then we have a sales team that sells those things. And then anything after that is kind of on my team to perform. So we are here to help create a great customer experience for all of our customers. And we're really focused on the software side. We have other parts and pieces, account management and stuff, that are dealing with services and our media offerings and stuff. So we're really obsessed about our new software product, our Dirt World training product. And my team is responsible to get those customers stood up in the platform, get it stood up, get them trained on how to use it with their people, make sure that they're using it to achieve their business goals that they bought it for, and then be there to support them along the way and have knock your socks off customer support. And so that's what I'm really focused on building in my role. Is I have a small team now. There's four folks that work with me, and will be probably 10 to 15 by the end of the year, that are all obsessed with how do we create a great experience for our customers, and how do we make sure that they're actually successful in the platform. The thing with software in particular is the whole business is built on recurring revenue, and a company has to stay with you for you to get the value out of it. If they come on for a month and then they're gone, not only do we lose out on that revenue, but we also tarnish our reputation in the dirt world. And we're trying to protect that reputation more than anything. So when somebody sends us money, we want to be able to deliver for them in a really big way. And so that's what my role is focused on, is working with my team to ask those questions. How do we create an amazing customer experience?
Perfect. No, that's it's so unique. Like I said, I've never heard of a company like it before until I saw that you started working with them, and then I looked into, the BuildWitt and all that stuff. I'm like, it's really cool, because as you already said, we're really struggling with labor. finding the next generation, trying to make it intriguing for them to come work for people like myself and yourself, and just how can we get those kids to come out of school, even high school, and if they can't make it to college or don't want to go to college, we can still make them be very, very successful. That's obviously the big. It's been a big push. We both know Breck with Builders of Instagram and Hammer. I mean, he's trying hard, and I know it's a very hard thing to do, but he's doing well. You're doing well, and I know there's just so many challenges out there with the young. So if I have someone in this area or anywhere in the United States that might be listening to this or following this, watching this video, tell me like what they can expect from your team. Like, I mean, there's so many different avenues, but like if we have a company here, which they have 300 employees, what does that look like? If you came here to Lincoln, Nebraska, I introduce you to this gentleman. What's that process look like?
Yeah. So it kind of depends on what companies are after, what people are after. That's part of what we're trying to build, is this almost a ecosystem of solutions to all these issues. Most of these issues that these companies run into have to do with people. And so I would like to say, if not now, soon, we're going to have solutions for all your people problems if you're a dirt world company.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have problems attracting people to your business, like people don't even know you exist, then we have solutions for that. If you have problems getting people hired, they end up taking offers at somebody else, some other company, because they're paying slightly more, or they have a different benefits package or whatever, then we have solutions for how do you recruit and hire folks, top talent. If you're having issues training and developing your leaders and bringing people up the ranks and getting them the skills and the mindsets that they need to succeed, that's what our training software is all focused on, is how do you take anybody from the laborer to your senior executives at a 300-person company? How do you teach those people how to think? How do you teach them how to act? How do you teach them how to be successful in their role, in all of those roles up the chain? And then if you're having trouble keeping people, retaining people, and they keep leaving to go to other industries or to your competition, we're going to have solutions for that as well. And part of that is your branding and what kind of company you are. A huge part of it is your leadership. You know this. Huge part of it is how you lead and how your leaders lead your people. There's a famous, I think it's a Simon Sinek quote, something about people don't leave bad jobs, they leave bad leaders. And so leadership training, leadership development. And the cool part is we have at least the bones of all of those solutions today. And over the next 6 to 12 months, you're going to see that develop by tenfold. And we're going to continue to build this stuff well into the future. People should check out our website. There's tons of leadership content on there, free training content. Anybody can go and check it out. There's more detail on our services, more detail on our videos and photo and stuff that we can do, details on our training software. So it's those 4 things: attracting talent, recruiting and hiring talent, training talent, and keeping talent. That's really what we're focused on. Software and services for those things.
That's definitely the struggle right now, and anywhere, not just construction.
We know. We know.
Yeah. So
it's crazy.
What is BuildWitt's, if you can share this, it's okay if you can, but what's kind of the future goal for 5-year, 10-year plan, if you're able to share it? If you're not, I respect that too.
Sure. No, we're one of our core values. We have 9 core values, and we really try to live by them. Again, same thing, just like our mission, our values. There's not a day that goes by that we don't talk about values. One of the values is transparency wins. So part of the beauty of not being obsessed with what your competition is doing is we are happy to share what we're up to, where we're going. Obviously, there's certain things that stay in-house. We're not publishing our P&L and balance sheet and things like that. But I'm happy to share is all I'm saying. the dealio is, like, this is a massive problem. This is a massive problem for the dirt world. It's a massive problem for construction overall.
Mhm.
We want to absolutely dominate and actually solve this people problem, this workforce problem for the industry. That's
Mhm.
what we're trying to do here.
Mhm.
And the thing is, you commented earlier, I was hire number 31 a year ago yesterday. We're now 82 people.
Jeez.
So we've added 50 folks in the first year that I've been here. We're
Mhm.
going to add easily another 50 in the next year, and
Wow.
more as we bring more products and services to market.
Mhm.
And the point, it's obviously, that sounds outlandish, or like the point isn't like, oh wow, look at BuildWitt, they grew fast. It's that we don't have the luxury of time to figure this out. We can't
Right.
take 5 years. We can't take 10 years.
Yeah.
And all these guys that are foremen, superintendents that are 45, 50 years old, they're going to be retired. They're going to be gone 10
Yep.
years from now.
Yep.
We don't have 10 years to build this little business over time. And we're trying to solve a huge problem. We have
Yeah.
a ton of people behind us to make this happen, and a ton of support from the industry. Like, we have to go super fast. So time will tell what the future holds, but
Mhm.
I imagine in 5 years, we're a big player in how these problems are getting solved. We have
Mhm.
huge software solutions, dirt simple solutions that every company in the industry is using. Every company is watching our videos on YouTube. Every company is using our leadership content to develop their leadership internally and their skills. And so there's more detail I can go into if
Yeah. No,
you
it's
want,
yeah.
but I think in 5 years, yeah, we're a big player in how this stuff gets done. We're a big player at Con Expo and these
Yeah.
sorts of things.
So
And
are
yeah,
you
we're trying to go fast.
do you have a platform that's similar to, like, do you know Builder Trend at all, or Co-Construct?
Sure, a little bit.
You guys have something like that for the dirt world, where these subcontractors that are dirt contractors, excavation contractors, that they can manage all their, time, whatever time, equipment logs, all that maintenance. Do you guys have something like that?
We don't, and I'll tell you why. It's not to say that we will never go down that path. We're focused on people.
Yep.
And a lot of that is process oriented, and it has its place. And there's plenty of Silicon Valley startups and these
Yep.
others that have
Already out there.
done really well at building that. And it's like, hey, right on, awesome. If those are solutions, one company, HCSS, if you're in dirt, you know what that is. That's a huge software juggernaut that builds a lot of those kinds of solutions. But it's process oriented. It's not people oriented. And we're zeroed in on people, man. We're sold out. The people are going to fix the problem, not process.
100% agree. Yeah, it's we'll have to connect again on a video in the next few years and see kind of where you guys are at, where the industry's at, because again, I don't want to say scared, but I'm almost scared for the future of the labor, the workforce. So I also just want to thank you guys for getting the word out there of how exciting it is to hop in a skid loader or a big, move around some big dirt. I mean, that's every kid's dream. Why don't so got to keep that dream alive for those young kids and show them that they don't need to go to a 4-year college and go into $100,000 or $200,000 of debt. So
totally.
Yeah. So
and folks like Mike Rowe have done a really good work in this. Like, absolutely, big fans of Mike Rowe. And Dave Turn was just in our office from Gold Rush. He was just over 2 weeks ago talking about all these same things. It's fun. It's cool. These guys have done really well. We want to take these things they're talking about and then put them into action and give people tools and mindsets and conversation in a place that they can talk about this stuff and get it figured out and actually solve it.
Right.
Like, it's one thing to have a quote on Instagram. It's another thing to actually solve it for your company, and then help other people solve it for their companies.
Yeah.
And
take the action.
Yeah. And if you thought, I think you're right we need to be aggressive. You're right to be scared though. Like
Right.
this problem is not going away. I don't know if you noticed a couple months ago, they passed this new infrastructure bill that was basically double the previous infrastructure bill.
Yeah.
And I put this meme on LinkedIn, you may have seen, but it's basically this bus is driving along. This is the current already struggling workforce. And then this $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill comes and smokes the bus. It's like, where are we going to, we already can't staff these projects.
Right.
Where are we going to get another $600 billion worth of people to do the work?
People.
Where are those people going to come from?
Yep. So there you go. You guys are going to be the liaison between.
That's the hope. And it's not the BuildWitt show. It's we want tools, we want to build solutions and help these companies fix it for themselves.
Yep.
This whole infrastructure thing, this whole construction thing, it's what makes the world go round. Like, if you like to turn on your lights, if you like to log onto the internet, if you like to live in a house with HVAC, if you like to drive your car, like all of that starts
with the tradesman,
with the tradesman, and that's what we're after.
I like that one. I saw a meme one time or wherever. It was like a doctor or lawyer that came home and his electric or his lights were shut off, and it's obviously he didn't pay his bill, and looks because electrician, it's just so many funny ones of those out there. Well, hey, that's really all I've got today. I appreciate you hopping on, and I'll definitely introduce you to some local people that I know here in Lincoln, Nebraska, that I'd like you to meet and see if you'd be able to help them. And they can maybe even help you, even if you guys don't, work together. But the power of networking is so important to me, and that's why you and I have stayed in touch. So thank you so much. What's the best way to get a hold of you if someone on the show wants to get a hold of you? Just through your website or?
Yeah, hit me up on LinkedIn. That's the best place. I'm a big LinkedIn junkie. So it's just my name, Benjamin Holmgren. You can also follow me on Instagram, same handle. Or you can go to our website, check out buildwitt.com and check out what we're up to there. We'd love to connect with folks.
I'll post the link to the website also below, so everyone will know where to go. Thank you everyone for listening today. Very honored again to have Benjamin with BuildWitt. Please like, subscribe, and share the heck out of this for us. Get the laborers.
Yeah, exactly.
So, all right. Thank you, everybody, and thank you, Benjamin. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it, Blake. Take care.
Yep, you too.